we are looking for someone who is beyond a beautiful face or a beautiful body. She must be an inspirational representative of the country, someone who will understand that compassion for the earth, nature, animals, and humanity is the core of her purpose.
Hi everyone, my name is Hadir. I'm 31 years old. I was born in Tanta, which is a little town of the Gharbia region in Egypt. I moved to Italy when I was 10 years old with my mom, dad, and younger brother. I've been graduated in foreign languages and I've built a successful career by founding the first luxury tourist company in Italy, which is only dedicated for Arab royal families and guests coming from Middle East. Now I'm eager to bring the same passion and dedication to my home country, Egypt. And living in Italy gave me the huge opportunity to see how people perceive Egypt, and it's not just about culture and tradition and history. Egypt is innovation and future. My favorite Egyptian food, well, it's a bit difficult to choose just one type of dish because I'm a kind of person that loves every type of food. But there is one that really takes me back to my childhood, and it's mahshi, which is about rice wrapped with vegetables, which could be cabbage or vine leaves. And I really love the aroma because my mom used to do it for me every time she wants to make me happy. What brings me joy and fulfillment in life? It's about being empathic with other people and kindness. I think my strength is absolutely to be true to myself every time. And this is my advocacy for young girls and women in today's society, where we have lots of pressure from social media and television to conform unrealistic standards of beauty and success. But the truth is who we are and to stay true to ourselves. I believe that women in today's society play multifaceted roles. They are innovator, caregivers, change maker. So we are no longer confined by traditional roles. Instead, we are shaping future. And that's why my advocacy, we're focused on staying true to ourselves and trust in our dreams to pursue our goals and success in life. If I won the title of Miss Universe Egypt, I will absolutely want to deserve this title because I think that working hard and making Egypt as my priority is the main thing, main option in my life. I've built a successful career and I started my business from scratch, and that's what I want to do with my home country.
Hi, my name is Heidi. I'm 28 years old. I have a master's degree in financial markets and I'm currently living in Paris and working as an investment banker. I fluently speak 3 languages, Arabic, English, and French, which alongside my extensive travels have given me a unique cultural perspective. Throughout my journey, I noticed how women are facing different challenges, and specifically the women in the Middle East and Egypt. And I am deeply committed to tackle these challenges. My favorite Egyptian food is basbousa. It's an Egyptian dessert made out of semonella, sugar, and yogurt. It's very simple ingredients, yet when we put them together, it makes something truly unique. This reminds me of our culture, and it reminds me how simple things can bring immense joy. What brings me fulfillment and joy in life is to inspire and empower women. Throughout my experiences, I witnessed how the society tends to dictate the roles women should play, and I'm here to tackle that. Women should either be a wife or an ambitious person, and I'm here to represent the modern Egyptian woman who is a wife in a loving and healthy relationship for the last 10 years, who is also successful and made a name out for herself in a competitive and male-dominated field of financial markets. What brings me joy and fulfillment in life is to inspire others. Thanks to my experiences, that society tend to dictate the role women should play, and I'm here to tackle that. I'm a wife who has been in a loving and supportive relationship for the last 10 years, and also a strong woman who have made a name out of herself in the competitive and male-dominant field of financial markets. Through my participation in Miss Egypt Universe, I want to inspire young girls and Egyptian girls to dream big, and break free from these societal limitations that tend to limit them from realizing their full potential and thrive in all their aspects of their life.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah Wanas. I'm 31 years old and I live in Doha, Qatar. I'm originally from Alexandria, Egypt, and I'm a single mother, and I work as a professional business developer and marketing manager in different companies in Doha. My favorite Egyptian dish, I would say stuffed vegetables, which is known and famous to be called mahshi. I love it, it's delicious. It's just tasty, it's just very fulfilling, and I love it because it has so many different flavors and it has so many different options, so it's not just limited to certain vegetables. You can almost stuff anything at all and it will still taste amazing. I would say what gives me joy in life is giving. Giving without expecting anything in return. I think maybe the fact that I'm a mother, it's something that's natural, that's built inside me, but I would also say I came from a house that was very heartwarming, and my mom had taught me the art and the ability to give without waiting for anything in return. And having that said, it's also one of the things that I've struggled with in my career, in my life in general, even in my personal life as a woman, to make things happen and to succeed in life in general. I have seen the lack of other people giving without anything in return. Mainly people expect things in return. People are waiting for things that would only benefit them. And that is out of my understanding because, as I've mentioned, it's a joy, it's a self-fulfilling emotion and feeling that I get when I see someone happy, when I see someone achieving a certain goal that they were dreaming about, and I was able to help them, whether to listen to them, giving them my opinion, giving them ideas, and mentoring them throughout their journey. So in my work and in my profession, I've loved to always help others gain more experience and find their ways in their work and how to be unique and how to achieve certain objectives and certain projects in a different and creative way, considering that I also graduated from a fine arts school, and it was a main factor of my success in my career. And having all that said, at the end, it all goes back to how I was raised and how I was brought up. The idea of spending time creating art or working or spending time with my family or with my daughter, it all gives back to the same idea of joy that I would love to feel on a daily basis. Otherwise, I just feel I'm incomplete when that does not happen. And considering everything that I've mentioned, it was also a big part of why I chose my advocacy in gender inequality, because as mentioned earlier, as a woman trying to make things happen for me or even for others, for my family, for my daughter, for myself even, to make ends meet or to reach a certain target in my life or to achieve a certain success, it had always been a struggle in a way that any other person, let's say, I don't want to mention a certain person with specific circumstances, but I would say an average person that would work in a certain load to achieve something, I would have to do triple or even more than that to achieve one single goal, because I'm judged in different ways. I'm judged in terms of my marital status, that I'm a divorced mother. I'm judged as a woman because why should we let you make things happen, or why should you succeed and why not others? So having that struggle in my life had made me want to take this opportunity as a great way to express myself and to maybe be a voice for other women to try to reach their goal, to try to achieve what they have always dreamt about. And I think the Miss Universe Egypt is a pathway and is a gateway for me to try and give voice for many women that may need that and that may love to have a platform and may love to have a community where they can express themselves. I want to discover talents. I want to discover minds that want to reach out there and want to make it and want to be heard, and give them a chance and an option to show themselves, to express themselves, and to have a chance to succeed. I've seen many women, many talented ladies, different age groups, that have struggled to show their talents, have struggled to show their ambition, that maybe they're not even given a choice to show what they're ambitious about sometimes. So why not start now? Why not create a platform? Why not create a community and a campaign that gives chance for every single girl and woman at any sort of age to express herself, to work on her talent and to expand it and to make ways for her life through that.
Hello, my name is Lujaina Salah. I'm 34 years old. I'm a brand ambassador and a social media content creator. I was a TV presenter and also a makeup artist. I am a mother of a beautiful daughter. Her name is Laura. I was also nominated as one of the most influential women by the World Women Foundation, and I was nominated in People's Choice Awards. I also was one of the most influential women in business in 2022, and I was one of the most 50 influential women by the World Women Forum in my beloved country, Egypt. So my favorite Egyptian dish is koshari, like everyone else, but I have like a reason why. The reason why is the koshari is a blend of very different things like rice and pasta and lentils and sometimes hummus, but they are in perfect harmony and they taste amazing, just like Egyptians. We come from different backgrounds, but we live in perfect harmonious environment. What brings me joy and fulfillment in my life, I think the richest life anyone can live is the life in service of others. I was a different looking child. I had a disease at age 8, which is lupus. It's an autoimmune disease that affected my appearance, and hence I was bullied a lot. So here comes my first advocacy in Miss Universe Egypt. My first and the closest cause to my heart is, I think and I believe that this generation struggles to find their identity. We want to look like everybody else. We want to talk like anybody else. We want to get validation from elsewhere. Well, where I think that your uniqueness is in your identity and your strength is in your DNA. This is my first advocacy. And working with children who have cancer, I realized that their biggest fear is isolation and the emotional distress they feel from looking different after losing their hair to chemo. And one of my biggest aims, I said, if I can make those kids see that their worth is far beyond their physical appearance, I would not let them only conquer cancer, but they would conquer the universe. And as Miss Universe, I'd like to inspire people to embrace, not just embrace their uniqueness, but to celebrate it and overcome adversity. And most importantly, find the blessed in every mess, just like those brave children did. My second advocacy, I feel like there are many important societal causes and problems that are very relevant to my country. Working with the UNICEF and UN, I feel like we have to address many important topics such as women violence and children marriage and circumcision, which I find they need immediate awareness and action. My third advocacy, or the third reason why I'm joining Miss Universe at age 34, pageantry has been always a dream for me. And I said, okay, I'm a mother and I'm above 30, so I will not be fortunate enough to participate. But when they removed all the restrictions last year, I'm like, wow, now I can Because I need to show Arabic women and women in the region on a global stage. I feel like we're underrepresented. And I feel that we have amazing talents and we are very strong and resilient, and the world needs to see who we are. Other than that, I believe that Egyptian women are very unique. We carry a strong leadership, strong legacy in leadership from our ancestors, like Queen Cleopatra. She was powerful, she was a wise ruler of Egypt, and I think we still have those qualities now. So I believe with this rich history and the modern achievement, we will stand out everywhere in the world. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Malika Jadid. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Cairo, but I was born and raised in London, but I've always had Cairo in my heart. I'm an architecture graduate, but I'm currently working as a model. I love to paint as a hobby, and I also play basketball in my free time. My favorite Egyptian food is definitely wara aynab, because of the flavors, the lemon, the olive oil, perfection. I love lemon. I love anything with citrusy flavors. What brings me joy and fulfillment is how I always manifest my life into achieving my goals. I love to always be adamant into reaching my dreams. I'll try once and twice. No matter how many trials and errors, I will reach it one day. My advocacy is standing up for Middle Eastern women's rights. I want to be able to break the stereotypes and show the world that Middle Eastern women can do everything everyone else can. We are capable, we are resilient, and we are strong. I like the simple things in life. I like watching the sunrise and the sunset and feeling immersed in the world without really being there. Being born and raised in the UK, it kind of forced me to become a role model for Egyptian women and Middle Eastern women in general. I was always showing the world that we are not the stereotypical oppressed person that they claim us to be. We can do everything, just as everyone else can. So my advocacy is very important to me, as it's from my personal life, and I've always been put through this my entire life.
Hello, my name is Mariam Taimour. I'm 29 years old. I have traveled quite a bit in my life. I can take you through it real quick. I am born in Cairo, Egypt. I did my preschool in the US, school in Egypt, high school in Saudi Arabia, bachelor degree in France, and my master's degree in South Korea. My international background certainly helped shape who I am today. I have studied and worked in the environmental field, and of course, it's part of my advocacy today, climate action. My favorite Egyptian dish is مسقعة. I know everyone might say koshari, but mine is مسقعة. It's made out of basic ingredients like eggplants, minced beef, and spices to create a delicious warm meal. It reminds me of warm family gatherings and traditionally home-cooked meals. And it's the first dish I learned how to cook. What brings me joy to my life is, I believe, like many others, we crave to have a purpose. We crave to work every day into something that is bigger than us. Me, like many others, I crave to find the purpose. I found mine, and my advocacy today is climate action. In my studies and career, I've worked in the environmental field, and today I would like to share this knowledge and learn more every day into how to save our planet. I aim to raise awareness in this topic and help each individual with small daily tasks they can do every day to help contribute to the climate action.
Hi, my name is Sara Diab. I am a lawyer by profession and an artist at heart. I grew up in Saudi Arabia, born and raised there, and then I moved on to continue my education at UCLA in Los Angeles, California, and I went to law school in Ohio State University, Moritz College of Law. So my entire life, I've been trying to balance both sides, the professional and the artistic. And I found that the best way to do this is to lead with your heart in everything you do. So everything I do, I put my whole heart into it, and I think of it creatively. I love to sing, I love to take part in dance, I act, I partake in all different things that allow me to stimulate the right side of my brain in order to balance with the left. So my favorite Egyptian food is actually food Iskandarani, Alexandrian food. I really love it, and I think it's super healthy. So we know that food is beans, it has a lot of protein, and add on some vegetables to that. It's the perfect after workout. meal. So what brings me the most joy and fulfillment in life? It's to lead a lifestyle or adopt a lifestyle that allows me to take part in more than one thing. So instead of specializing in one area, I enjoy partaking in different activities that allow me to engage with nature more. For example, I'm a scuba diver. I like to go on hikes. I love the contrast between the sea, the mountains, and the desert. For me, this is what gives me a more balanced life and allows me to be as creative and let out my artistic side in more ways than one, whether it's dance or singing or even just being in that space. Along with that, so I do practice yoga and I instruct yoga, and I use this in order to stay balanced and in order to stay connected with everything that I hold true. Yoga is not just a physical practice, it's also a mental practice, but the physical part does help with the balancing between the left and the right side of the brain. There is a common syndrome called functional disconnection, which I looked at greatly in my time in California, and I saw how sensory motor activities and physical training, along with cognitive exercises that stimulate different parts of the brain, together help you embrace a more balanced lifestyle, and it strengthens different areas in your life and skill sets may not know exist, or if they exist, they're on the weaker side. This is common in children and adults alike. My work was mostly with children, and I saw how differently abled individuals dealing with challenges like autism, dyslexia, ADHD, and other neurodevelopmental disorders really benefit from strengthening either side of the brain with the physical, sensory motor, and the cognitive exercises. Together, this helps them deal with the world better because it allows for newer connections in the brain and synapses. It's a whole scientific topic that we can get into more detail, but I'd like to share with you how that connects to what I do today, and that's basically pushing forth good quality education and also education that focuses on health. I've been teaching Chinese children for 5 years online. I have law students all over the world, specifically ones that are struggling with law school assignments and studying to take the bar. I tutor them, I mentor them. I've always done this ever since I was in high school. I did that as a Bruin ambassador at UCLA when I went to underprivileged areas and schools to help the children embrace education and apply, even if they think they're not going to make it or they're financially, they have difficult with the finances. So it's always been in me, and now pushing forth this type of education, merging it with the yoga practice, the cognitive and the physical, it gives me a lot of joy to know that this is a tool that I can use in order to make a difference and change in the world, beginning with where I am right now, Egypt, my home country, and where I want to see our people succeed and do great. So for as long as you remember, as supported by my parents, who really pushed me to believe that my brain and my brain power and what I know and my knowledge is important, I struggled a lot throughout my education for different reasons. The number one being having moved from Saudi Arabia to the United States, taking on a different style of learning and education system, and then moving to law school, where I really, it was an uphill battle, and they always describe the curve as exponential because you learn so much along the way, but I've lost confidence along the way. I've failed exams, I've really struggled, so I know what it takes to really strengthen your brain power and your knowledge base. And with that, I cater to every student that I teach. I ensure that how I teach them corresponds with their learning style, or whether they're audio or visual or more of a reader. And as I realized my purpose, specifically this year, interestingly enough, I realized that I'd love for every encounter I have with every single person, be it a child or adult, but I'm really focused on children because they're the future. I want it to be a positive one. I want to leave a positive mark in every single person's life that I encounter. And I want children to leave my classroom, even if it's online, with no sour feeling, no feeling that they're not enough, but believing that they can do it no matter the ability. And yeah, the world is their oyster.
Hello, my name is Sandy Selim. I'm 20 years old, medical student, inventor, a youth peace ambassador for ISESCO, and hopefully a finalist in Miss Universe Egypt 2024. My name is Sandy. Sandy, the meaning of this name, it's the only flower that grows in the desert. And no matter all these circumstances, these hard conditions, it grows and it strives and it embraces its beautiful white color. Well, because of this, I think that's why it's in my personality that I have this same energy and I like to strive no matter what circumstances come across. Living in Africa, living in Asia, or being a mix of both of this, and diversity makes us stronger. My advocacy is about mainly global security and peace and climate change. After all this climate mitigation and many years of this work and many years of just using up our planet, I suggest that we could all come and just give peace a chance. Not just peace a chance, and to live in a peaceful world, we have to have an actual world where we can live in. That's why I'm calling you for action. It can be very minute to very large impact. So think globally and act locally. And my intuition and my initiative is to start a Griche health and community health education initiative where we can support our community, where we can support our global health and ensure a good future for the future generations. So basically my favorite Egyptian food is hamam mahshi bil frik, which translates into pigeon stuffed with bulgur. Bulgur is some sort of wheat, and it's very nice and it's very traditional at the same time. And it also used to be the favorite dish of Hürrem Sultan, Haseki Hürrem Sultan, the wife of Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent, which makes it really special to me. And I really like it because it's also, if you look at it from the nutrition point of view, it's also very healthy. So that's why I think hamam is my favorite dish. So whenever you visit Egypt, please stuff your tummy with some hamam. My joy and fulfillment in life comes from harmony and peace. When I say peace and harmony, I mean peace inner and outer. When I start as a child in a loving environment, growing up with loving teachers, loving family, loving friends, loving environment, I feel that I'm accepting the care that I need and I'm taking the love that I need, and I can, therefore, when I grow up, I can show it to others. But no matter, many people, we know that they haven't been grown in, like they didn't grow in such conditions. Regardless, I'm asking you to be better for the next generations. And you know the meaning of my name, Sandy. Sandy, it's the only flower that grows in the desert. And right now, I don't have any agenda prepared or any words or speech prepared. I'm just really telling my heartfelt words. So basically, when we can advocate to help our children, human rights, peace, and security, we can ensure a better future for our kids and our future generations. Not only through climate action, not only through children's rights, not only through maternal rights, and not only through human rights. Let's remember our instincts. Let's remember our origins. Let's be humans. I remember watching the TV show for Miss Universe, and I was only 6, now I'm 20, so it was basically 14 years ago. I could never realize that maybe one day I would be standing here right now or sitting right in front of this camera as an official finalist candidate for Miss Universe 2024. But what I can say is that dreams do come true. So no matter, regardless of anything that happens, just you have to believe in your goal and just you will achieve it by time. And to be honest, my goal wasn't to be Miss Universe 2024. In general, growing up, I just wanted to be a better human. I just wanted to help my society. That's why I chose medicine. That's why I chose to invent Simon. Simon is my project. It's a smart instrument for mute and otolaryngal non-speakers. It's a device that helps deaf-mute people communicate through speech instead of speaking with gestures. So I started this device when I was almost 11 years old, and up to this day, I have almost 12 prototypes and products. So basically, it's a smartwatch that helps deaf-mute people communicate. It uses AI, it uses machine learning, and this device has been acknowledged by many countries and many expo shows and many competitions, starting from the US, from Genius Olympiad, from ISEF competition, going to Egypt, going back to Azerbaijan, going back to Indonesia, Malaysia, and even Dubai Expo and UK, of course, and many other countries, including the award of China's president. According to WHO, there is almost 430 million people suffering. They are deaf-mute or hard of hearing. And on Egypt only, it applies only 7.5 million, which is almost 7.5% of our population. Seeing all these numbers struggle in their daily life, and they can't just blend into society or into our communities just because of very minute suffering, it makes more sense to invest in creative minds and to be more integrated as a whole. And if we want to achieve any peace, as a youth peace ambassador, I'm telling you, integration is key.
Hi, my name is Urkida. I'm 25 years old. I'm a creative strategist, sustainable designer, and currently a yoga instructor. I have been privileged enough to live between Spain, Mexico, Egypt, Kuwait, and Germany. And to be honest, living in such different countries has taught me so much about the world and myself. I currently work in the research and development of sustainable materials, and I also founded a creative community called Ladies Dine Design Cairo with the aim of empowering and inspiring all creative women in Egypt. My favorite dish is wara anab, 100%. It's all the flavors that are in it that just really remind me of home, and it also really reminds me of my grandmother. The thing that brings me most joy in life will have to be travel, but mostly travel for the sake of cultural and self-exploration. I moved to Spain when I was only 19, which is when I received my scholarship to study at the IE University in Madrid. I graduated there with a bachelor in design with honors. And during my time there, I learned so much about design, about business, and humanities. And when I was there, I wanted to challenge myself further, which is why I decided to do an exchange program for a year in Mexico. And it was incredible living there because it taught me so much about myself. And I also had to learn how to speak Spanish fluently. And during my time in Mexico, I worked with an incredible Mexican designer who's called Fernando Lapose. And he was super helpful because together we created furniture and products out of sustainable materials, out of food waste. And I learned so much from doing that. And this is when my spark for sustainability and research and development of materials grew. So then I decided to bring all of these learnings and teachings back to my home country. And I decided to work with an Egyptian brand, an Egyptian startup, to convert Egypt's plastic waste into products. So I work with them in the research, development, and innovation of materials. I also decided to start my own community, Ladies Dine Design Cairo. And what we do is that we create networking events with talks and workshops to inspire and empower all creative women in Egypt, to give them the recognition that they truly deserve. We were actually featured in Cairo Design Week recently, and we spent an entire week providing a bunch of workshops and talks. And it has been an incredible learning experience for me, watching all these beautiful connections being made between powerful and empowering these women in Egypt.
Hi, my name is Rowan. I'm 27 years old. I am a law graduate who's got a background in politics. I'm currently undergoing my legal training to be admitted in the Supreme Court of Australia later in the year, so probably around February. I have a family, a very close family, a younger sister, mother and father, alhamdulillah, and we're pretty close. They're the ones that keep me in touch with my roots, my Egyptian roots and my Islamic roots. My favorite Egyptian food is samak mashwi from Bursaid. It reminds me of my hometown. Every time I eat it, it reminds me of all the memories that I have spending it with my family. Although I don't get to see them all the time, I see them whenever I come to Egypt, which is probably the best memories that I have. Samak mashwi is just literally grilled fish. Grilled fish with rice and salad that's seasoned or dressed with olive oil and lemon. The best thing you can ever eat. The thing that brings me joy and fulfillment are the little things. I love to read, I love to travel, spend some quality time with my family, spend some time with nature. I just love to be able to stop and smell the roses. It's important for me, given that life is so fast. But apart from that, I am, as I said, training to become a lawyer. And the reason I got into this field is because I feel very passionately about human rights. Human rights has always been an issue of concern for me, especially human rights in the Middle East. The topic of Palestine, the apartheid in Palestine, that was a big thing for me. That's what got me into politics in the first place. And I hope I can make some valuable changes in the future. I initially started with politics, and then my decision to go into law was after I studied abroad in Spain for about 6 months. I did politics from a Spanish perspective. It really broadened my perspective, if anything. It allowed me to gauge the issues on a global scale, and that was one of the biggest reasons that got me into law, because eventually, apart from practicing domestic law, I want to practice international law. That is the goal. The difference between international law and domestic law is that international law touches on a few different segues, that of which include like human rights, boundary laws, things that actually affect people in various areas of the globe. It doesn't just limit me to one area. I feel like this organisation and this competition gives me that platform to be able to address issues that don't necessarily affect me as an individual, but affects other people. The reason I decided to compete in the Miss Universe Egypt competition was because it touches on me as an individual, me being an Egyptian woman, but also living in the West, me being a Muslim woman that also living in the West. But I also want that platform to be able to address issues that concern others, people that don't necessarily come from the same demographic, but are affected with similar issues that Egyptian or Arab, Muslim, or even non-Muslim women face.
Hi, my name is Mireille Aizer. I'm 29 years old, and I'm a medical doctor with focus on becoming a surgeon in the near future. I am also a ballet dancer, a model, and a passionate advocate for bipolar disorder awareness. My favorite Egyptian dish is my grandmother's signature rose ma'ammar, which is a rice dish, because it brings back cherished childhood memories. What gives me joy and fulfillment in life are my 2 cats. They are both rescued and they are my babies. They fill my life with warmth and joy. I love to give back, whether in my career as a doctor or in my advocacy program. As someone living with bipolar disorder, I face daily challenges. My goal is to offer support and guidance, spreading hope that they can overcome their struggles and achieve a fulfilling life. I joined forces with O7 Therapy, an online mental health platform serving Arabic speakers worldwide. Our aim is to break the barriers, preventing people from seeking support. Our work is not only about raising awareness campaigns or about educational content. We want to help others to never feel alone by providing resources for those in need. Big, huge platform, and joining it will help me to raise my voice, to speak for the voiceless, so others would feel seen and heard. I often felt silenced because I was afraid to be stigmatized because of my illness. I want to help others feel less alone. I want to raise a message of hope and resilience. My bipolar disorder was a struggle, and it is something that I would never wish upon anyone. I wouldn't like anyone to ever feel alone. Miss Universe Egypt platform would help me and would ensure that my voice would be heard and that others would look up to me, and that I will be able to help others to feel less alone and to feel seen and to give them hope and courage to seek help.
Hello everyone, I am Shuru El-Zoghbi. I'm 27 years old and I come from the coastal city of Egypt, Alexandria. I studied microbiology and chemistry in the Alexandria University. And as soon as I graduated, I worked as a biology teacher because teaching was my passion. I worked in a school for a whole 3 years, and then I decided to quit being in a school and started to do it as a freelancing. So I'm really passionate about traveling, nature, and animals, and I love music so much. When I was in college and in school, I was a volleyball player, and that was my career. And I was in a very professional team till I got a very bad injury in my shoulder, so I had to stop playing volleyball. That was really bad and hard to me. So I decided to quit volleyball too, because it was the injury and I couldn't play very well. So I went in a very bad episode in my life and I was depressed a little bit, but actually I decided to pursue my career in music as now a songwriter, singer, and also a model. I write my own songs because I like to express myself through music, and I love to compose my own songs. And recently I'm taking everything professionally. Like I signed my contract with a distribution company. I have my music everywhere on all the music platforms. And I didn't believe that I will achieve this in my life, but I realized that the end of one dream, or if you couldn't achieve one of your dreams, this doesn't mean that this is the end of the road. I had to quit and leave my dream of being a volleyball player, and I started a new dream of being an artist. So my favorite Egyptian dish will be koshari, because it's very oriental and it's very traditional and it brings people together. It's a mix of lentils, rice, pasta, and chickpeas. It's very high in nutrition. It has protein, carbs, and fibers, and it's very delicious. Also with the tomato sauce and with the garlic sauce, it's really delicious. What makes me fulfilled and happy in life? Actually, I have two things, and they are very distinctive, but both of them bring me joy. One of them being a teacher, a biology teacher. It feels amazing when you share your knowledge to the other people and to your students. And one of the really amazing moments I've lived was when I met parents in my school, and parents came up to me and tell me, Miss Shuruk, our children really loves you and they take you as a role model. My girl or my daughter wants to be like you when she grows up. When I hear this kind of words, I feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm so happy and I want to pursue this career. This is one of the best feelings I've ever had, to have these comments from parents. And also when I see students come up to me and tell me, we really love you and we would like to be like you when we grow up, and they take me as a role model, I influence them in a good way. This really makes me so happy and it brings me a lot of fulfillment and joy. Another thing is my music. When my music goes viral and a lot of people hear my music, and also different countries, when I receive a feedback from someone living in France, someone living in Canada, and I'm singing Egyptian Arabic. So when they tell me, we really love your music, even though we don't understand anything, but we love it, I'm the happiest, really. And it makes me wanna go forward, wanna make more music, wanna express myself through music more, and I don't wanna ever stop, because even if only 2 people is listening to me, that will be enough to me. So music and teaching has always been my delight and bringing me joy. I also advocate for equality education for all the kids, especially in the unprivileged countries such as African countries. I used to teach a lot of kids before, and I had the privilege to volunteer in Zanzibar in 2022. I had to teach a lot of orphans and unprivileged children. This experience was the best experience I had in my entire life, because I was doing something, a selfless act. I didn't wait for anything. I just wanted to do it for the community, for the people, and it felt amazing afterward. And I'm looking forward to volunteer more in teaching, because I really love to spread knowledge. And I believe every child and every kid should have the right and equality in education, because it's a fundamental human right. It's not something for fun. And I believe if a world is full of educated generation and educated children, it will be an amazing world.
Hello, hi, this is Mirna. I'm 31 years old. I grew up in Egypt. I'm a clinical pharmacist, which moved to Canada doing my PhD. I always loved to seeking my career, which now I'm going to have my PhD in cosmetic field. So my favorite dish actually was a little bit mystery. I was always love to know the history behind koshari, which this is actually what I love the most. And it led to a big
story that related to World War I when the British came to Egypt, and it was came from Kocheri, which that was how the history bring it to Egypt. And I was always curious to know from where this mix that it came out, and it turned out it's from World War I when the British came to Egypt, and they named it as a kocheri, which was like a mix of rice and lentils. And then later on, the Egyptians has been mixed with pasta, and now we have it as one of the main traditional dish in Egypt. I will keep it in a very short word that was always helping me a lot. It's success. Success is the way for joy. If you feel that your achievements in your life, your career, your level of satisfaction, it will always lead to your joy in life. And I always like to see myself being success, achieving my target, that I always like to put myself as a mission all the time. And when I feel that I am done and I have get what I love, that's for me, it's the enjoyment in life. So as my part that I was talked about before, it was we have a big problem. I think it's all around the world. It's a very lack of learning with the children. One of the most important topics that I was always love to raise my voice to is children education, which all the world right now facing a big problem. The new generation, they always want to help, to be helped in life. Most of the countries, they're facing life crisis as children, they're being abused, they're being assaulted, and it leads to a lot of mental problems. I would always love to raise my voice, help to have a better future for better generation.
As I take my final walk, my heart is filled with pride. I am overwhelmed with emotion, reflecting on a journey that has been both transformative and deeply empowering. The title of Miss Universe Egypt has been more than just a crown. It has been a privilege to use my voice and platform to make a difference. Every moment, every challenge, and every triumph has shaped me in ways I never imagined, granting me an enduring sense of purpose that will remain with me forever. If I am to leave my reign with one message, it is this. To everyone who dreams big, remember, مفيش حاجة مستحيلة لو عندك الشجاعة والإصرار. Your strength and resilience will carry you to extraordinary heights, no matter the obstacles in your way, just as they have for me. To everyone who supported me along this incredible ride, my family, friends, country, and everyone who believed in me, thank you. Your unwavering support has been my foundation, and your trust, my guiding light. I also cannot move forward in my journey without acknowledging and thanking those who made it possible. To the Miss Universe organization, my dedicated team, and of course, my national director, Josh Eugen. Without you, I wouldn't have embarked on this fulfilling and rewarding adventure. Your faith in me has been essential to everything we achieved together, and has made our story truly unforgettable. With a heart full of hope and anticipation, I am thrilled to pass on this title to the next Miss Universe Egypt. I am confident that you will embrace this role with grace and courage, continuing to break new ground and push even more boundaries. Your journey holds the promise of extraordinary achievements, and I am confident you will carry this legacy forward, making our nation proud. May you shine even brighter and achieve what I could only dream of. وطبعاً أكبر شكري ليكي يا مصر. Representing you has been the greatest honor of my life, and I will carry said honor and these memories with me no matter where life takes me. Forever, your Miss Universe Egypt 2023, Mohra Tontowi. Hello, Universe. I'm Mohra Tontowi, the reigning Miss Universe Egypt and your MC for tonight. Let me welcome you back to the Miss Universe Egypt 2024 final. A Miss Universe Egypt is a voice of the people, an ambassador of goodwill, and an advocate to raise awareness for their causes. In this segment, we will be hearing the hearts and minds of our finalists. We have put the names of our judges inside of a bowl, and each finalist will pick one card each with the name of said judge. The chosen judge will then ask a question, and the finalist has 30 seconds to answer it. You will hear this sound as a sign that your 30 seconds is over. So now, may I call in our first finalist, Hadir Khamis. Hi Hadir, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing great, thank you, Mohra.
Amazing. Please go ahead and pick your judge. So you picked the wonderful Ahmad Arafa. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
What advice would you give to young women aspiring to make a difference in Egypt?
Well, I think that I strongly believe to inspire young women to stay true to themselves. That's the most important thing, and otherwise to embrace their imperfection, because life is about imperfection.
Thank you so much for your answer. Heidi Sheker. Hi, gorgeous. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Mohra. I'm feeling great. Thank you.
It's awesome to have you. Please go ahead and pick your name from the bowl. You picked the amazing actor, Aya Abdelrezik.
Hi Heidi, how are you?
Hi, Aya. I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so my question for you is, what are the greatest challenges faced by women in Egypt today?
Thank you for the question. I think the greatest challenge that women face in Egypt today is the equal access to job opportunities. I believe that society tends to put limits to women so they don't achieve their full potential. I think that should change.
I changed that and I aimed for a career in financial markets that is male-dominated to help inspire women to achieve their dreams and break free from societal limitation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heidi.
Thank you, Maura.
Sara Wanas. Hello, gorgeous. How are you feeling today?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great. Thanks for asking. Please go ahead and pick your judge's name from the bowl. So you picked the world-renowned photographer Ahmed Arafa. Arafa, please ask your question.
The question is, how do you think education can empower women in Egyptian society? Thank you.
I think education is the most important thing for women empowerment. When we enhance their skills, their abilities, and their knowledge, they would make more informed decisions in our society and community, and they would definitely be able to lead and empower other women and other individuals in our society.
Thank you, Sara, for the amazing answer.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Lugina Salah. Hi, Lugina. How are you feeling today? Excited? Nervous?
Super excited.
That's amazing. Please go ahead and pick the name of the judge out of the bowl. So you picked the pageant connoisseur Ahmed Arafa. Arafa, please ask your question.
The question is, what role do women play in shaping Egypt's political landscape? Thank you.
Women have a very strong legacy of leadership. We have Queen Cleopatra. She was very powerful and she was a very strong ruler of Egypt. And I think women today, they have proved themselves in all aspects of life. And having this blend of rich history and the modern achievement, I think Egyptian women stand out in all aspects of life, especially in the political representation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Regina. Malak Badruddin. Hi, gorgeous. How are you feeling? Excited? Nervous?
Hi, I'm good. No, it's good.
Amazing. Please go ahead and pick the name of the judge out of the bowl. So you picked actor and last year's first runner-up, Aya Abdulrazak. Aya, please ask your question.
Hi, Malak. How are you? So, my question for you is, how do you stay informed and involved in social issues affecting women in Egypt?
Thank you for your question. I stay informed by speaking to people from different backgrounds, women from different backgrounds, and getting their input and their experiences firsthand. I also use social media, and I try to use my platform as much as I can to keep a safe space for women to be able to speak about their issues and their problems. And yeah, I believe that social media is a very powerful tool to use in that sense. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your answer, Malak.
Thank you.
Mariam Taimur. Hi, love. You look great. How are you feeling today?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you. Please go ahead and pick the name of the judge out of the bowl. So you picked our co-national director, Hussein Dessouky. Hussein, please ask your question.
Hi, Mariam.
Hello, Hussein. How are you?
What change would you like to see in terms of gender equality in Egypt?
Thank you for your question. The changes I would like to see in terms of gender equality in Egypt are greater protection for women, for them to be able to work in a safer environment and achieve their goals. Egyptian women tend to have ceilings related to cultural norms. I would like to see that changing too. We shouldn't be afraid of failure. Failure is not fatal, but the failure of change might be. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your answer. Sara Diab. Hi, gorgeous. How are you feeling today?
Hi there. Doing great. Thank you.
That's amazing. Please go ahead and pick the judge's name from the bowl.
Sure.
So you picked our co-national director, Hussein Dessouky. Hussein, please ask away.
Hi, Sarah. How do you see the future of women's rights in Egypt evolving?
I think, I believe the future of women's rights in Egypt will continue to progress as it has been. there's going to be a lot of changes socioeconomically, a lot of not more opportunities because there's ample opportunities, but with more activism and more advocacy, we will see women pursue these opportunities by having support from their families, by choosing education and career alongside motherhood and becoming a wife. We will make this change, and I see it happening.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your answer. Sandy Salim. Hi, love. How are you feeling today? Excited? Nervous?
Hello, super excited.
That's amazing to hear. Please go ahead and pick the judge's name out of the bowl. So you picked our co-national director, Hussein Desui. Please, Hussein, go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
How do you balance career aspirations with culture expectations in Egypt?
This is a wonderful question. I would like to say that I am so inspired by the women before me, like Dr. Sahar Nasr. She is the former Minister of Investment and International Cooperation. She's a successful woman, a politician, a wife, and a mother all at the same time, meeting both cultural expectations to be a wife and a mother, and meeting also her career aspirations and her goal to fulfill the goals of our society.
Thank you so much for the answer, Sandy.
Thank you as well.
Orkida Ahmed. Hi, Orkida. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions?
Hi, Moira. I'm super excited.
That's amazing to hear. Please go ahead and pick the judge's name out of the bowl. So you picked the one and only Aya Abdelrazek. Aya, please go ahead with your question.
Hi, Orkida.
Hi.
So, my question for you, what personal experiences have shaped your view on feminism and women's rights?
I think more than anything, that would have to be my career, and in particular, the underrepresentation of female leaders in my industry, which is what pushed me to start a community called Ladies Dye Design Cairo, where I can empower and inspire all creative women in Egypt to create this beautiful network where they can feel seen and supported and hopefully create incredible projects together.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for your answer, Akida.
For your time.
Ruwen Yunus. Hi, Ruwen. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions?
Good, calm, steady, happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Please go ahead and pick the judge's name out of the bowl. So you picked renowned actor and last year's first runner-up, Aya Abdelrazek. Aya, please go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, Rowan.
Hi.
So, what inspired you to pursue your current career path?
So what inspired me to pursue my current career path is I've always felt very, very strongly about human rights from a very young age, learning about the history of the Middle East. The situation in Palestine is what pushed me to start politics, and then after politics, it's what pushed me to do law. And hopefully I can eventually get into international law and then make a difference one day.
Thank you so much for your answer, Rowan. Mireille Heiser. Hello, love. How are you feeling? How are the emotions today?
Hi, Mohra. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Please go ahead and pick the judge's name out of... So you picked our co-national director, Hussein Desui. Hussein, please go ahead and ask Maria your question.
Hi.
Hello. How are you, Hussein?
I'm good. What initiatives or organizations are making a positive impact on women's empowerment in Egypt?
Well, currently, there's a lot of people finally speaking up and joining their voices to speak up about women empowerment and gender equality. And there is a lot of organizations, such as the National Council for Women, that is fighting for gender equality and education. There's the Tamkeen organization that is supporting small businesses for women. Also the Bahia Foundation that is raising awareness about breast cancer.
Thank you so much for your answer, Mireille.
Thank you, Mohra.
Shuru Zoghbi. Hi Shuru, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing.
That's great. Please go ahead and pick a name from the judge pool. So you picked our amazing co-national director, Hussein Dasu'i. Hussein, please go ahead and ask Shuru your question.
Hi, Shuru.
Hello.
So, how can individuals both in Egypt and globally support the advancement of women in your country?
Okay, that's a great question. So individuals can help other women in Egypt to know more about their rights by using education and raising awareness by making workshops, webinars. Also, they can use their social media to inspire other women and make them more aware about their rights and how they can fight for their rights, and that there's no dreams cannot be achieved. Everything is achievable. And that can be done with all the girls from all over around the world. It doesn't have to be locally from Egypt. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your answer, Shuru.
Thank you.
Mirna Saif. Hi Mirna, how are we feeling today? How are the emotions?
Hi Mara, how are you? I'm grateful to be with all of you today.
That's amazing. We're very happy to have you here. Please go ahead and pick a name out of the judge bowl. So you have picked renowned Egyptian actress Aya Abdelrezek. Aya, please go ahead and ask your question.
Hi Mirna.
Hi Aya.
So my question for you, what are some key accomplishments of Egyptian women that often go unrecognized?
First of all, I would like to say women in general are strong by their nature. As we are Egyptian women, we will know that we are one of the strongest women on our history, that we can be proven. Our Asian pharaohs that have been proved that we can't say we unrecognized, as we will been here strong till today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mirna, for your answer.
Finally, I found the best hair color for me. It's PPD-free, ammonia-free, and it's infused with the benefits of organic ingredients like olive, noni, and aloe vera extracts. Be at your best natural hue.
let's talk for a second. You love jewelry, right? The bright diamonds, the gorgeous gemstones. It must be amazing to own one. But isn't it more amazing to earn from it?
And the new Miss Universe Egypt 2024 is Lujaina Salah.